Everyone, welcome and welcome back. Today we've got another video for you. Today we've got this little boy's bedroom. It is a disaster, as you guys can see. Tons of junk, crap, trash everywhere. And I've been telling him for days, clean your room up, clean your room up. So while he was at school, one of the many perks of him being in school, I went in here and cleared all of this out. I went through all of his clothes, I went through all of his toys, and I decided to take you guys along with me. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Rosa, and I am a work from home mama of 3 boys. My boys they range from the age of 21, 17, and 13. My husband travels a lot for work, and which we go to him, and if not, he comes to us quite often. So on my channel, you'll see if you hear me talk about our home in Ohio, that's because we are in Ohio, or I'm talking about the apartment that we have in Ohio because of my husband's travels for work. So that's just to clear a little confusion there, because I've gotten a few messages on that. But he travels a lot for work, and right now he is in Ohio, so we go back and forth quite often as he comes home, as I said. But today we are in our home in Florida, and this little boy's room is a hot mess, and it needed to get cleaned. I can't even tell you the amount of things that I took out of this room, the amount of clothes I was able to donate. It was a total of 3 bags of donations and 1 bag of trash. I know. Insane. But I'm excited to have you here. If you're here for some motivation, I hope that today's video brings that to you. And if this is your first time, I hope you do hit that thumbs up, like today's video, subscribe, share, all of the above. It helps out my channel quite a bit. And I'm excited to have you on this journey as we grow and become a community of people that just loves to help one another and share ideas and tips and tricks and all of that. Again, so welcome. And welcome back for those who constantly and continue to come back to watch a little bit or see a little bit of shenanigans in my life. Just a small window of shenanigans. But as I said, thank you guys for being here. Let's get into today's video of nothing but decluttering, cleaning, organizing, trashing so much of this little boy's room. So this dresser that I got for Liam to help with his clothes, which has worked out perfectly, I got from the Walmart website, and it was on sale for $129, I believe. I was actually going to pick up a tall boy from someone off of Facebook Marketplace, but she just kept on prolonging, and every time I'd ask him, like, hey, are you available? She wasn't available, and so I needed to get this space taken care of. And by the time she was available, I wasn't available. I'm like, I could have ordered a dresser. So I finally ordered a dresser, and it came in, and it took me about 4 hours to put together. Now, the instructions said 20 to 30 minutes is what it said with 2 people. That is a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. It is not going to take someone 30 minutes to put this dresser together unless they've put dresses together all their lives, like they have a hidden trait, but or a trade or some sort. I don't know. But this was not going to be done in 30 minutes. So it took me about 4 hours to do on a Sunday afternoon, and it came in while we were at church, and I was super excited. So we came home and put it together, and I was like, all right, Liam, all your clothes are going to go into this, and all of his clothes fit perfectly. I was able to put his baseball stuff in another place, and I'll show you that here shortly. So organizing his dresser or his drawers wasn't difficult at all. It was going through it to making sure everything that he wears, because this boy will wear the same 3 pairs of breeches and shorts over and over again when he's got an entire dresser full of clothes. And it is insane. I'm like, dude, you've got an entire drawer full of clothes. Like, expand your horizons. There's a reason why I go and I buy you clothes. So needing to organize all of this so that he is able to see everything that he's got. And he was actually very, very happy and pleased when he came home and he saw all of his clothes. Now, the way that I ended up folding his shirts is the KonMari style. He does not know how to do that. Even if I tried to show him, he still wouldn't get it. So that is something that I will have to do for him, is roll up his breeches and his shirts for him. But everything else I know he can do on his own. It's will he do it on his own?
I apologize for everything.
folding his shirts and going through them, this was actually pretty satisfying. Although my back was pretty sore from standing here and bending over. Not only do I have horrible posture, but this was satisfying because I was able to go piece by piece and literally get rid of things that either I knew was too small for him or had holes in it. He's gotten so many new shirts for school, and he wasn't able to see any of them because he was just shoving it in this bin. And I had given him this bin to kind of help organize a little bit more. And that was before we got in the dresser. And so now that we were able to utilize this bin for something else, it just works out perfect, and perfectly in his room. So we're going to get back into this while I go through all of his shirts, get rid of, and this was the first bag of clothes that we were able to get rid of, was his shirts and his shorts. And then we went over to the stuffed animals and we got rid of another bag and a half over there. And oh man, it was so satisfying to see all this stuff leave his room. But knowing this child, he'll find a way to fill it back up and sucker me into getting him something else. I know he will. But let's get back into it and finish these shirts and fold them up nicely. And I will show you how they all turn out in the drawers. So here is how the shirts are turning out. They are turning out wonderfully and nicely. They're just, I love the KonMari style. I use that folding technique upstairs in my drawers, and it just works out so great. So we're doing that with his shirts and also with his breeches. The top drawer are all of his short sleeves, and the second drawer are all of his long sleeves. And then the third drawer is of his sweaters. And then back over to the top right are his underwear and socks. And then we've got his shorts and then his long pants. And so, again, this dresser just worked out perfectly. We're able to put his TV on here, his gaming unit, console, or whatever you want to call all this junk. We're able to put all of that on here. And then we're able to utilize his desk for what it's for him to do his schoolwork on or homework, use his laptop or computer, whatever it is that he needs to use on his desk, instead of having everything kind of just shoved in one spot. And this is just a small view of just some of the things that we were able to get rid of. Again, there was so much more, and I was so excited to get rid of more. Now, in regards to this bin, this is the bin that he had all of his shirts in, that he couldn't really see what was in it. So this we utilize this for all of his baseball stuff, from his socks to his belts to his shoes, the shoes that he is not currently using, all his cleats, meaning that he is not currently using, that are still good for him to use, but has yet to grow into, because these are a size 13 and he's about a 12 and a half right now. And so we've got all of his baseball pants, his baseball belts, his socks, all of his practice jerseys, all of his game jerseys. Everything is in here, from his sliders to his cup, everything. Because I'd rather have one designated area for everything, so he knows where to go to for game days, and or where to go to for practice, or when clothes need to get put away, he knows exactly what needs to go where. So he's got practice gear in here, he's got his game gear in here, and it's just this bin. It's never grow. It's always growing. It's not going to stop growing. There's so much more that's going to be put in here now that he is on a second league, and he's growing and obviously getting longer. So we need to get him longer britches, because I believe the gray ones in here are just right, but he needs longer ones. So, and I think a large is too big for him, but the mediums are not long enough for him. I don't even know. So we'll see. But we're going to finish up with putting this away and then going back into his room and organizing it some more, getting it all cleaned up, dusting his little light stand, and organizing all of these shoes. There's just so much stuff in this boy's room. So we're going to go over to his light stand and clean all of this up and throw things away and put things where they belong. But you guys have, I wanted to show you guys this. He had 2 chicken bones in his fanny pack. 2 chicken bones. I'm not sure why. I don't know if he was saving it for later. I even forgot to ask him. Man, this kid. But you guys have given me so many great tips and advice in regards to this room. You guys know that the journey of this bedroom started out to be, this room in particular is not a bedroom. It is a den or bonus room or whatever you want to call it. And this room has been so many different things, from an office to a school room to a den to now Liam's room, because my boys need their space, and this is a 3-bedroom house. And so we moved Liam in here, but everything in here is not a permanent stay. So once my oldest son moves out and gets his own place, which he is talking about doing in the next, I don't even know, like by Christmas, if not early next year. I don't know if that's true or not. But until then, I want Liam to have his own space and to feel comfortable. But at the same time, I don't want it to be a permanent structure or fixture. Reason why we have yet to put up a door. We don't want to put a door up or even block off the window into the kitchen, just because this space is supposed to be where we sit back and enjoy and reflect back on the kids' accomplishments in high school and what they've done and where they want to go, and just kind of reminisce on some memories. And that's what this room is for. And also, for us to have, if you wanted to watch a game or two in here, we could. But what this room may end up turning into is maybe even an office space for when my husband comes home and he needs to do some work. He's able to have a space, because right now he works off the kitchen table. Or if not, we have a pull-out table or a little picnic table that he uses, and that's a hot mess. So we're just probably this space will end up being an office space for him to work on. But this room is just about done. Need to vacuum off the bed before I put the clean sheets back on, because that was the first thing that I did while I started this room, is take the sheets off to get them washed. And I'm going to show you the after. And you guys, this room, night and day, massive transformation. That's what the title of this video is going to be, or the thumbnail. Massive transformation, because it's for real. It's true. This room turned out so good. So good. It looks so clean and so put together. Now, if this boy could keep it this way, that would be amazing. That would be a transformation. But I want to thank you guys so much for being with me. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that today's video brought you tons of motivation. I hope that today's video inspired you to do something for yourself or for someone else. And again, if you are new, please introduce yourself down below if you feel comfortable doing so. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if this is your first time ever watching. And I hope it motivated you. And thank you guys so very much for being with me. Yes, I moved the L, if you guys noticed that. I moved the L from where his hats were to above the window. But thank you guys again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love, and God bless.